go on Twitter or Facebook, it's all announced signings, announced training ground, announced stadium, announced new kit. Well, we've had a couple of new arrivals through the door, but also the club have 8 minutes ago put out a teaser that the new kit is going to be released, and as it approaches 3 o'clock, I'm going to give you a raw reaction of how I feel about the new kit. It is rumoured that it's just going to be the home kit. I think they're going to put out the home, away and third ones separately, and I'm just refreshing my Twitter feed. Honestly, for the last few days it's all been about the new kit. Everyone else has done it, why haven't we? And oh, hang on, the video's here. Right, okay. Right. So I did tweet actually from the AFCB podcast account that the season ticket design seems to indicate how the shirts are going to look. You've seen that from that kind of beach pier scene that we had on that sort of aquamarine away shirt a couple of years ago, and then like the mottled effect where we had Vitality as the main sponsors. Do you remember during lockdown when we had those Premier League games, and also for the subsequent season as well? This time there were diagonal stripes, so not quite diagonal, but it's almost like black lightning bolt effects that go down vertically, so they're not the pure vertical stripes. And in a sort of, it's almost an echo to that pizza kit, the Exchange and Mart one, because if you look closely at the red stripes, it's got sort of black faded into it, so lots of different shapes there. I don't know how I feel, but I tell you what, it's certainly unique, and I'm going to see what Twitter says in a minute. It's a V-neck, it's got black trim down the sleeves. Now the Dafabet logo, it's got the icon in yellow, which almost matches the gold trim of the AFC Bournemouth crest on the front of the shirt. The actual word Dafabet, that's in white itself. Would have probably preferred to have the icon in yellow, I've got to say. But as for the rest of it, I think it's one of those kits I think that I probably need to reserve judgment until I see it. Travers there can be seen wearing the goalkeeper shirt as well, and it's got the sort of main logo all in black there, including the icon. It's all yellow apart from the sort of top third, which has got this kind of all sorts of different designs on it. Yeah, it's unique. Right, let's go on to Twitter. Seeing a few comments coming through already. Big Kev is going for sold. He's all right on it. Sammy says, I think I would have quite liked the kit in different colours for away kit. Not sure it feels like an AFC Bournemouth home kit. After the speculation, I was all up for diagonal stripes. Yeah, DC David in Washington, bold. He also says that he loves it. Guy said that ours was better in the kit concept. Love that. Darren says, wow, this must actually be how they're teasing the kits in terms of the season ticket designs, because the new home kit actually has that thin black stripe pattern on the red bit, the background bit. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Richard Jackson says, based on responses so far, looks like a Marmite kit this season. Algard over in France says, awful, just awful. Really interesting. Right, let's see what other people are saying. Well, Gary Chapman's one of the first that I've read on Twitter to point out the fact that the shirt, actually, you know what? When I see it without the sponsor, I think it might actually look better. I don't know, but they are doing an unsponsored shirt, and Gary Chapman's pointed that out. You can see the card at the top of the screen talks to you about the legacy that having a betting brand will provide for AFC Bournemouth in negative and positive ways. But of course, there is a vote going on between Premier League clubs about whether that will be phased out or not. So yeah, good for Gary Chapman to point that out. Paul Kenwood actually disagrees and says without the sponsor, he thinks it looks rubbish. Interesting. Oh, there we go. There are the gifts. There are the gifts. I'm loving these. That's Will Partridge, Ian Garrod with a bit of curb. Adi Brown. It's fair to say he doesn't look to be a fan. Longy's saying, I'll wait for the away shirt. On the upside, there should be plenty left at a tenner come May. Callum's saying, take my money. Love it. Nathan Taylor, now that was worth the wait. Sam says, we'll have 2, please. Ollie saying, that's a beauty. That's hot. What else have we got? RAFCB saying, back to the drawing board, I say. What else? We've got Artist Archivist saying, brilliant, indifferent. Ideal not only for football matches, but the art studio as well. Yeah, interesting stuff. Okay, so at this point, I think we'll bring in Tom as well, because Tom's also sent me his reaction.
That's right. Kit release. Home kit has been launched. We're in last seasons at the moment, but soon be getting my hands on the new one, regardless of what I feel, to be honest. Early thoughts. I'm unsure. I'm going to sit on the fence, sadly. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person and seeing, if that changed my mind or whatever. I'm a little bit zigzags. Not sure. It's a little bit Exchange Marty, isn't it, from what we had a long time ago. So a little bit different. I always rate that. But at the moment, I'm not convinced. So it's definitely divided opinion from what I've seen so far. Some people love it. Some people really not a fan. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the away kits are like. But regardless, I'm going to snap it up. Up the Ches.
Interesting. Right, and also you may be aware that at the end of Back of the Net where it's got that Legends wall. Those are all people that donate monthly to the cause, even if it's as little as £3. It really does help us, and to every one of them, you're an absolute legend. You know who you are. Thanks for all your support. Really appreciate the comments on the recent videos as well. If you want to join, you can do so. Just follow the link at the end of the video, and it's also down in the description too. But we've got a private WhatsApp style group. So I'm just going to read you some comments because this has been buzzing as well. Kevin says, huge fan of that, massive fan. Ollie said they've smashed it, to be fair. I love it, but would have been nice to see the sponsor all in white. Carol says, I like that. It may even tempt me to buy one without the sponsor on it. Lucy says, I like it. Cannot wait to see the rest. More comments coming through. If you want to get involved on that group, just have to donate monthly, and there are also some bloopers and some other bits that we sent you as well. Also had a voice note from AD as well. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I've just seen the new kit and it's a monstrosity. I think it's one of the worst shirts we've ever.
Oh, okay. We'll probably how do I mute this thing? We'll probably leave it there. And you know what? When gauging it, it seems to be a sort of reaction of like 75% positive, maybe even 80%. But there are some that don't like it at all. I think it's one of those where you've probably got to reserve judgment until I've seen it. And that's where we come in because, myself and Tom will be doing reviews on all of the shirts when they are available to buy, which it looks like they may be already. So stay tuned to the channel, give it a subscribe, because we'll be getting the shirt in our hands and we'll let you know in the flesh whether we like it or not. We did it a couple of years ago at the Firkin Shed, and interestingly, I think when we saw it online, it didn't look as good as what it did in the flesh, and I'm thinking this could be the same. But there it is. AFC Bournemouth fans, let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And I'm still seeing tweets coming through now. I'm going to be gorging on these for a bit. See you in a bit.